Welcome back to another Tsurune review. Today is episode 7. I'm Justin.
What is up? I'm Logan.
And together we're Couch Talk. As always, we're anime viewers only, no source material, and we're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. You ready to jump into this?
Let's do this.
Yeah, so we actually reached the preliminaries of the tournament.
The tournament!
We get to see some actual archery against other people, not just
right.
practice.
We get to see, actual archer matches. That means something.
Yes.
Which it's more interesting than I thought.
Yeah,
I actually wish more of the anime was like doing these archer matches.
No, actually, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Like, a lot of it was between Kurosaki and then the main group school, whatever I don't even remember what. I know the enemy team school, but I can't remember the main school.
I can't remember it either.
Because obviously there's some confrontation between them. We get their debut matches.
Can I just say those twins are assholes?
No, they're the worst. I was gonna get there. I was like, they are just the worst, man. Like, we'll just start from there in the beginning. That's the first confrontation between them. Is the school's walking by. Ryohei sees the guy that helped him out, who's like the only good guy on that school. It seems like their captain. He's like really nice. He's helpful and everything. Shu, who's like the main friend. We saw how him and Minato met. Was basically Minato was like, "Hey, I'm seeing some people. I just want to do this." Maybe
Shu doesn't.
He seems
come across as
he seems condescending.
Maybe he doesn't come across as like a bad person.
No, he doesn't. It's like
it seems like he has good intentions.
Just not very like he doesn't express it in the right way. I guess like he seems like a very serious guy.
Right. He seems
But at times it's like, is he? Is he not? Like he's like in that boundary line. It's like
right.
It's just the way he says things.
Kaito stick up for his team. He actually, acknowledged them as his team.
Yeah, he's like, "You half-ass doppelgangers, I'm gonna beat you up."
They're like, "Wait, what?" Pretty good insult.
Dude, he was about to beat them up. I was like, Kaito was just chewing them out. I like how like no other schools like. I wish we saw like the other schools like looking at like what the heck's going on over there or whatever. But it's just like they just seem very isolated there. And it doesn't seem like yelling would be kind of like a normal thing you would see at a archery tournament, because like when we see them actually shooting, you're not allowed to like cheer. You can only applaud if they hit the center. You can only say yes if they hit, if they miss. You can't be like, "Oh, you got this. Just keep going." You're just not. It's like, all right. It's kind of like golf in a way.
Yeah, it's like a quiet sport. You gotta let them concentrate. Obviously.
Yeah.
You can't just someone coming in with like air horns when people are trying to shoot, or like megaphones. Miss.
You're probably thrown out. You suck.
Boo.
Your teammate misses. You suck. What are you doing? Get your head in the game. Giving them a good old ass smack. Like, you got this. Very respectful sport. We do see like Shu approach Minato about his injury as well. So we're still getting, I guess, pieces, but I think eventually we'll see the actual full accident with him and his mom that caused her to die. But obviously Shu's close enough to know all that. We do actually get to see some of the girls.
Yeah, they all joined the solo competition.
Which Seo was the only girl to pass. The only name I know, because
obviously one was sick.
Yeah, one was sick.
And those twins are still assholes. My God,
they like, just she didn't do that well. She's sick. She tried. She's upset, of course, because she felt like she let the team down. and then you just got these assholes. And Shu's like, it's just this is the scene where it's like makes me a little more quick because like the way he says, how they come, but it's just more important for the team and stuff like that. It just feels condescending. I don't know if it's just the voice acting, the inflections in the voice, or it's just because of how kind of like monotone he is about everything.
Yeah, he's not too expressive towards literally anything. Everything he says is like, or everything he like approaches the same way.
Yeah,
just like straight faced all the time.
That's where Kaito's like, we're here to win. Okay,
we're here
beat
to win.
you.
That it is a condescending thing to be like, where he was like, it's not just about winning for like first year clubs.
Yeah,
which I think it is condescending, but I there is kind of like good intentions, but I don't know. You can't tell because he just says it like so monotone, so you don't actually know.
Yeah, I think we'll get more as we go along. Right now, I'm leaning towards he's kind of like a good guy, or at least a decent guy.
Right.
But I want to know where but it seems like him, Seiya, and Minato all had like a falling out because when they're interacting, it's more confrontational than it is friendship.
Especially from him. Obviously, the other two are still, I guess you'd say, closer.
Yeah, and like Seiya, like even then he called Seiya a white knight as he kind of blocked him off from Minato. So it seems
like you're still his white knight and stuff.
Yeah, it seems like there's not like a close, good friendship there. Something the target panic or something must have made Shu like not care about him anymore, or like at least not want to contact and stay in touch with them at least.
Right.
Then it's Kaito versus Shu at the prelims, dude. But Kaito is all about, he just wants to be flashy, even when it's serious. Like, dude, just win. He's got to make his bow turn or whatever.
It's kind of strange he's focused on that. I know he wants to look cool, but I feel like he, want to win more.
Yeah, but him and now in the beginning, we're also talking about how all he cares about is impressions. He just wants to, impress everyone and make himself look huge and make everyone else look better. But and of course, Shu's called the Young Prince, who's basically the next legendary archer,
right?
Or what terms they want to give him. So
he's
really
the prodigy.
Good. Yeah, prodigy. So Kaito didn't really stand a chance. Maybe if he wasn't trying to be fancy, but we see Shu's got that nice Tsurune going on. He's just up there. He's top of the league. Right. And him and the captain from their school kind of went into sudden death. And Shu came out on top.
Still won.
Yeah.
So he's a legend. First year just smoking people.
So Seo was the only girl to pass, and then Nana was the only boy to pass from individuals. Granted, it was only him and Kaito, I think, in individuals. So
yeah.
Really, the big thing is going to be teams where Minato and Shu can actually compete against each other.
I do not see them winning, to be honest.
Well, the captain and Shu.
Right, I was gonna say, even if like you go off the assumption like if Minato gets over his target panic, maybe he's almost to the same level as Shu,
or even the captain.
But even still, I think the rest of that team is better than the rest of our team. Those twins seem better than.
We don't really see too much of Saya or even the pretty boy. Kaito we saw, and he kind of fell apart, but he's focused on other things. And then Ryohei is kind of like newer,
right? I don't see them winning at all, but I feel like.
But maybe the whole Coach Masaki with his whole and the Tommy, they put him in those locations like it's a secret, so maybe something sparks, and
maybe
we'll see Minato get over his target panic, and it will inspire the others or something.
and then they'll still
maybe
lose.
Kaido will somehow figure out how to turn his bow and hit the target. We'll see. I don't know. They'll probably lose. Without a
I feel
doubt.
like they'd have to lose just how they set up the other school. Set up this other school is like a powerhouse.
They're the powerhouse of
Archery.
But I just want to see I wanted to see the twins lose, man. I'm sick of them. I want them to perform at least the worst on their team. Perform worse than everyone else. But that's not going to happen. They're good.
Yeah, probably not.
They back up their shit talking.
Right.
The worst kind of people.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't think the focus is really to win. It's to,
Like Chu said, get out there for your first tournament.
Get that experience.
I mean, even kind of Masaki was talking that way for a little bit, where he's like, the atmosphere here is completely different than any atmosphere you're gonna feel, and you just have to get used to it and try not to crumble.
Just don't get nervous. All right, you got it.
Yeah. Tournaments are always gonna be a different feel than normal matches or anything like that.
Right.
Obviously, it's different based on sports too, but that's the episode. Want to jump in scores?
Yeah, let's do it. What do I want to give it though?
See, I actually thoroughly enjoyed this. I think I'll give it like 7.5, maybe an 8. 7.8. That's what I'll give it.
Okay. Interesting.
I like this episode. Especially when they're focusing there more on the tournament. Actually got a lot more interesting, and then we have their competition set up. Who's going to be the main focus and everything? With you're talking that Shu's an interesting character. I want to know more about what kind of happened with their friendship, because even Saya's mother was like, "Oh, there used to be 3 of you I'd give a ride to." It's
like Jesus, rub it in some more.
Yeah, we lost a friend. Okay,
we lost a friend. We get it. Mom, not now, please. And she's even like, "Oh, the cute one, Mom, please."
The handsome one. Thanks. I didn't know I was ugly till now.
That's how Minato was feeling. I guess I'm the ugly friend.
Not only is Shu good, he's got the looks.
Right.
The worst. Oh yeah, just enjoyable.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.5. I really liked the whole tournament environment. It did feel. It was just really enjoyable to watch. I think it also helped that we have like a reason to root for our team. It certainly helps that they brought in these 2 obnoxious twins where you're like, I want to see them lose so bad. So that helps. But now it's like kind of more of a, it's like, all right, I want our team to win. It's like I want to see them do well.
Yeah. Now we have the sports part of this anime, right? So
it does kind of suck that they're not really too great, but that's okay. About learning to get better and all that. But yeah, I probably enjoyed this one the most, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely by far, I think, for this season. So that will do it.
Spiel time.
As always, if you don't click that like or subscribe, I'm gonna send some obnoxious twins to bully you. I don't know any twins, but I will find some and I will hire them to bully people that come here and don't subscribe. Not really.
Perfect.
And be sure to hit that notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Comment down below, let us know what you thought, if so, we didn't like, anything like that. And until next time, peace out.
See ya.